I talk to a lot of farmers and they're quite keen to know the business benchmarks of their business, which is really good because it tells them whether they're in the top 20% or average or in the bottom 20%. But then I ask them, well, do you know what gross margins your different enterprises like wheat or lentils or self-replacing sheep are achieving? In fact, what's the profits of your business? And a lot of them don't know what those numbers are. And I'd challenge those farmers that are interested in benchmarking. You should be also equally interested in your gross margins. So what's a gross margin? A gross margin is the measurement of the relative profitability of that particular farm enterprise. So for example, if you're growing a hectare of wheat, the gross margin is the gross income generated by that hectare of wheat. So that's the yield multiplied by the price you get for that wheat tonne, less the cash cost or the variable costs it costs to grow that wheat. So our cash costs would be fertilizer, chemicals, seed, crop insurances, fuel and oil, repairs and maintenance. So when we measure our gross margins, we normally measure it against the most limiting resource. And for most of us as farmers, it's the amount of land we have. So if we estimate a gross margin for wheat being $600 a hectare and lentils, that could be $800 a hectare. Then we know the relative profitability that lentils are going to be more profitable for us than what wheat is. So that's one of the key building blocks to understand the best farming system for your business. One of the tricks that farmers don't do when they do gross margins, they might do the planned gross margins. So wheat's giving us $600 and lentils is giving us $800, but we should come back and measure the actual performance of those gross margins each year. So when we look over the last 3 or 4 years, we can see through the robustness of changing commodity prices, changing yield results, which enterprises have really stood the test of the risk of change. And it could be that wheat gross margin may have generated $600 a hectare consistently for the last 3 years, but the lentils may have gone up and down. Might have been $800 we planned, then gone down to $600, then gone down to $400 because we've got a frost and coming back. So looking at the actual gross margins. If you're interested in this concept and feel like you want to implement it at home, we'd love to talk to you. So have a look at our website, contact us through that, and we'd love to have a chat to show you how to improve that in your business.